Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Melanin Intuition Tarot. My name is Ezekiel. I am an intuitive tarot and oracle card reader. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another pick a card reading with me today. So I want to take this time out to thank all of my lovely viewers, subscribers, new subscribers, those who've been purchasing readings by me, all of my video likers, commenters, just everybody who's been showing me love and appreciation to me and my channel. I really appreciate it. Also, those who've been donating to my channel as well through, whether it's through Cashapp and PayPal, or those who have been donating through my Amazon shopping list, which is in the description box if you're interested. I'm thankful for everybody today. So today we're going to go ahead and hop into the topic of the reading today. So today's topic is a future spouse reading, because I know you guys love the future spouse readings. Today's topic is your favorite traits and characteristics about one another. So what do you love about one another? What are your favorite things about one another? So we have three groups here today. We have group number 1 here with this card. I have group number 2 here with this card in the middle. And then group number 3 with this card here on the end. So again, group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. You can pause the video if you need more time to choose your group. When you're ready to go to your group, check out the description box below. And the timestamps to your designated reading will be there, or in the comment section, the timestamps will be pinned at the top comment. So yeah, you guys, again, group 1, group 2, group 3, I will see you all at your designated reading. Peace out. What is up, group number 1? For those of you who are drawn to this card here, this is going to be your reading on your favorite things about one another with you and your future spouse. So yeah, we're going to start off with this card here, then we'll go on to some more oracle cards, then some tarot, and I think we will be done. So what I'm picking up off the bat as I was tapping into your group's energy there, especially with this dove right here, there's this like peaceful energy surrounding your relationship with your future spouse. Now, not to say that you guys won't have your ups and downs or any, obstacles that you'll have to overcome, which I feel like most of them will be more so at the beginning of your relationship. So that way the rest of the relationship is a little bit more smoother. But, I feel that there's such a good balance in this connection. It feels like you both just really get one another. There's like such a harmonious energy to your connection with your future spouse. And I feel like that's both at least one of your favorite things about your connection as a whole is that it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like you have to really work hard at your relationship. It feels like when you come into union with one another, it feels like you just picking up where you left off. It's like you may have had it feels like, like a friend that you may have had a long time ago. You haven't seen them in such a long time, and you hang out with each other, or you meet each other again in person one day, and it's like just picking up where you left off. And that's kind of the energy I'm picking up with you and your future spouse. I feel like both of you spent many, many past lives with one another. So it's less of, it feels less of like having to work hard at the connection and more so of like picking up where you left off. So I feel like your favorite things about the connection about one another is just how well you both get along with one another, how much peace you have. I feel like both of you are very like open-minded people, very spiritually spiritual people as well. Even if one or both of you are like religious, um, there's still a very spiritual aspect to you both. So there's definitely this like very peaceful vibe to this connection. Very good communication in this connection too. I feel like there's no like miscommunication. There's no misunderstanding of one another. It's you both really understand each other on a very deep level, on a level that you've never, had with somebody else before. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So it says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So I feel like with this connection, your favorite things about one another is how, again, what I was saying is like no matter what turmoil you go through, no matter what obstacles or ups and downs you go through, number one, your communication is on point. Your communication is not an issue. I feel like you both worked on that at the very beginning of the connection. It wasn't even something that you both have to work hard on. Um, of course, there were boundaries that needed to be set, but that's any connection or any relationship. But I definitely feel like with this connection here, it feels like it's just an understanding. It's just a I get you, you get me. And I feel like that's the really biggest thing here is that you both really get each other. So I feel like maybe even you, group number one, I'm sorry. Um, you just have never been around somebody or never met somebody that just truly gets you. So this is going to be like a very you guys might even start off as friends first for some of you, because I feel like there's going to be such a strong bond and connection that you both are going to want to build on that first and see where things go before you make that leap into a committed connection. So I definitely feel like with this with you both, you and your future spouse, your definitely your favorite things about one another is just how well you get one another and how well you both like work with one another. So some of you may meet each other through work, or I'm even picking up for some of you, you may decide to like start a business with one another later on in the connection. Maybe start a business or start a project. For somebody, you may write a book with your partner. Yeah, you may write a book with your partner. Or you may start a company with your partner. But I definitely feel like you both work really well with one another. I'm picking up like Aquarius vibe. Some of you may have similar sun or rising signs as your partner. Um, I'm sorry, not sun, moon. So similar moon and rising signs with your partner. So again, that kind of goes with what I was saying about you both really getting one another and both understanding one another. Or you may have similar signs in your Mercury. So I want to split this off. I want to do a person A and a person B. So that way you can choose which one sounds more so like you. So that way you'll see that the other person is the other person. So spirit for person A, what is their favorite traits and characteristics about person B? What is person A's favorite traits and characteristics about person B? Who needs this one? Can I get one more? Person A. Thank you. And then at the bottom of the deck, look, you have storyteller here. So ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So I feel like, again, this kind of goes with what I was saying about writing a book with one another, or even being like co-authors, telling a story with one another. Picking a podcast. Okay. But person A's favorite thing about person B is how free they come off. I'm hearing the word free or freedom. And I feel like person B is somebody who lives very free in their mind. not like in a crazy or manic way or anything. But person B is somebody who marches to the beat of their own drum. They are somebody um, who lives life by their own standards and ethics and morals and values. They don't necessarily need a religion or anything outside of themselves to tell them how they should be living their life or what's right or wrong. They have a natural, innate ability to, be able to, listen to their intuition and be able to navigate life through that. So I feel like person B is somebody who's very spiritual and very spiritually inclined. They're somebody who has a very close connection with spirit, with source, with God, Allah, whoever you want to call it. Um, yeah, person B is very spiritual. They're very creative as well. So person B could be somebody who um, they may like to tell stories. They may like to write stories. They may like to. They may be very artistically inclined. I'm seeing the music notes back here. So somebody in this connection may like to sing. Somebody could be a dancer or an actor, or they may like to read or write poems. Something regarding creativity. I don't know why I'm seeing. I'm seeing like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. So person B could be somebody who not necessarily like looks like Miss Frizzle, but has that very like open and I don't want to use the word rebellious, but Miss Frizzle to me was a character who was very much just living life. She was just living life. She was living life and doing what she loved to do and doing what she was passionate about. So person number B, I feel like person A's favorite thing about person B is how um, it's just how free they are and how um, and they really admire how person B looks at life and perceives life. It's almost like person B looks at life through the lens of a child, through the lens of a kid, which is very, very, very good, and it's very healing to person A as well. Person A may have come from a background where um, being creative or being a free spirit was something that was looked down upon, maybe in their culture, in their religion, or whatever, or just in their household, maybe. But that's something that person B is teaching person A is that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to, have your own thoughts. It's okay to experience life differently than how your family does or how other people do it. It's okay to do you. It's okay to march to the beat of your own drum. So I feel like that's what person A is teaching person B. I mean, person B is teaching person A is that it's okay to live life. It's okay to do you. So you have healer and vampire. So um, person A's favorite thing about person B here is how much of a healing energy person B possesses. Person B definitely comes off as a healer. Person B feels like there's somebody who's very protective over their energy. You have vampire here, so it makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So person B is somebody who's very, very self-aware. Um, they haven't always been this way. This is something that they've had to really learn. This is part of their spiritual journey. I'm kind of picking up that you may be more so person B. Um, yeah, person B has a very what's the word? I guess the closest word I could think of is like feminine energy to them. Not necessarily in personality, but more so in energy. They have a very, which goes with like the creativity side of things here. Um, but person A really loves how far person B has come on their journey, on their spiritual journey. And person A really, really admires person B because person B over here, I keep getting the letters mixed up. Person B over here is going through a lot of shit, a lot of bullshit in their life, and they've had to learn how to alchemize that energy. Person B is an alchemist. There's somebody who has gone through a lot, they've experienced a lot, but um, they've learned. They've learned. They put in the work. They put in the healing, and I feel like that's what's made them such a strong healer that they are today. Person B is definitely a healer of some sort. So I feel like that's one thing that person A really one of their favorite things about person B. Yeah, person A favorite another favorite thing about person B is just how comforting their energy is. Person B has a very like nurturing energy to them. So I feel like person A, that's definitely one of their favorite things. Because person A, they kind of feel like a workaholic. They feel like they may like to work a lot, or they may not, or they may put a lot of time and energy into other things, and they may, they're maybe needing to still learn, how to not stretch their energy out too thin. They're still kind of learning to, just be a little bit protective over their energy. I feel like that's something that person B is teaching person A here. So I definitely feel like that's definitely something, one of their favorite things about you is that you're teaching them how to, or person B is teaching person A how to be more protective over their energy, how to protect their energy, and how to, be cautious, with their boundaries, setting healthy boundaries, and all of that good stuff. I'm definitely picking up that person B may be more so you than them. Again, it can be vice versa. That's why I didn't really put like this is you and this is them. Um, you take what resonates and leave the rest. But I um, definitely feel like person B is has gone through a lot of healing. They've gone through quite an extensive healing journey. Definitely working on themselves, reconnecting with their souls, reconnecting with their higher selves. Um, Lots of spiritual awakenings that have led them to this path that they're on right now, that has led them to their future spouse. So this is a very beautiful union I'm picking up. So what is person B's favorite thing about person A, Spirit? Person B's favorite thing about person A. Person B's favorite things about person A. Okay. Oh, interesting. Hmm. I've never had it come out like this. Okay. So you have mother and father. So, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. So, I was saying that before, that person B is somebody who's very nurturing. They're very, very nurturing. Person B has a good balance. Or some person B could have been a single parent. Um, yeah, person B could have been a single parent, or somebody in this connection is a single parent. For some of you, not everybody, but person B's favorite thing about person A is how willing person A is. Person A is very willing to learn, to know, to grow as well. Person A doesn't shy away from change. Person A, and I feel like this was another favorite thing about person A. I mean, um, favorite thing about person A that person B really likes is that person A, again, they are very open to change. They're very accepting of change. They're not somebody who kind of, those people who just really, really hates change or really hates for things to go differently. Person A isn't like that. Person A is very willing to accept change and embrace change. They're not somebody who shies away from a challenge as well. Person A is always up for something new. I'm picking up like a competitive energy from person A as well. Um, so this competitive energy could manifest in a lot of different ways. Um, they could be somebody who hates to lose. Um, but I feel like that kind of speaks to their perseverance and their willingness and their willingness to learn and to grow and to try different things. They have a little bit of a Sagittarius energy to them as well. So I feel like person B really loves person A's like adventure is like kind of like that fiery type of energy because person B feels very like watery and person A feels very fiery. So person B could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, or an air sign as well. I'm picking up Aquarius and Gemini, and person A could be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But person A here feels very just they have this like ambitious energy to them. They're just I keep on hearing the word willing. They're just very willing to try different things. They're very willing to be in this relationship, this connection with you. They're very willing to do whatever it takes to make you happy, to make the people that they really love and care about happy. So that's definitely person B's favorite things about person A is just how loving and caring um, and how they're in it 100%. Those relationships where people are like, me and my partner are 50-50. Like, no. I feel like with this connection here is 100 and 100. And I feel like that definitely speaks to, what you look for in a connection. You're not looking for somebody who's wanting to do things 50-50. You're wanting 100 and 100% and nothing less. So what is hmm. Person B's another favorite thing from person B about person A is their love language. I'm picking up love language. So person A may have a very like unique love language or a unique way of expressing their love or how they care about somebody. Yeah, person A has a very nice. They may have like more than one type of love language. This is for a person. Um, what is person A's favorite things about person B? Person A's favorite things about person B. So you have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Sex is going to be really good. I'm going to put that out there. Sex is going to be really good between this connection. So one of person A's favorite things about person B is how it's just how good the sex is, how well the chemistry works between one another. So I feel like that's one thing that you both really love about one another is how it's just how strong the chemistry is and how strong this connection is. You have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Justice. Somebody's bisexual or pansexual, or somebody's into like poly. I forgot the terms. It's like polyamorous, I believe. But there are like different forms of that. I think. So they may be into that. Now, if that's not what you're into, take what resonates and leave the rest. If that doesn't resonate with you, then that wasn't for you. So don't be upset about that, y'all. Because I got having people in the comments upset about something that I said, even though this is a general reading. And I tell you to take what resonates and leave the rest. General reading is not going to resonate with you 100%. But yeah, somebody's bisexual or pansexual or, into polyamorous. Somebody's into an open relationship here as well. Um, or swingers, stuff like that. Especially with this justice energy here. Um, I just heard playing for both teams. That's funny. But anyway, person A's favorite things about person B is how strong with this Ten of Wands is yeah, both the Ten of Wands and this Eight of Pentacles is how strongly willed group. I mean, person number B is. Person B is somebody who's very strong mentally, and they can take a lot. Person B has gone through a lot of different things, a lot of different experiences in life that would have broken other people, but for person B, it has literally only made them stronger, um, and it's made them to the healer that they are. So I feel like person B is somebody who's just very strong. They're somebody who's not weak. They don't put up with any bullshit. None at all. So that's why I was saying before, like, you're not interested in 50-50. I mean, person B is not interested in 50-50. Person B is only interested in 100% and 100% and nothing less. Maybe even more, but nothing less. So I feel like person B is just somebody who doesn't fuck around. They're just somebody who doesn't play around. They, they've made a very good life for themselves. They're very independent with this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there's also something that person A loves about person B is how independent person B is. So there's somebody who's very independent, and again, they're marching to the beat of their own drum. They just do them, and they don't give a shit about what others may say or think about them. So that's definitely a really big thing that person A loves about person B is their independence and just how strong they are. Um, I mean, for some of you, even person B could be physically strong. They may like to do like strength training. Person B may have some nice arms, whether male or female or non-binary, whatever. What about person B's favorite things about person A? How many is this? 3? I'll take them. Okay, so you got the Knave of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Chariot. Again, this Chariot really speaks on that perseverance. Um, so, person B's favorite things about person A is um, their passion. Person A feels like that person A kind of feels like a traditional masculine, if I'm being honest. They're definitely giving me like masculine energy. Um, so person B's favorite thing about person A is, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like Person A takes care of business, I heard. So person B's favorite thing about person A is how well they take care of business. Person B really loves that about person A. Um, Person A may take on a lot of different responsibilities. Um, for some of you, person A could be like the oldest in their family, or um, you know, they just may have had to take on a traditional, role. So I feel like person B's favorite thing about person A is just how responsible they are, and how um, again, there's this like willingness. Person A is very willing to do whatever it takes, or whatever needs to be done to just take care of business. Um, Person B's favorite thing about person A as well is their communication. Person A is a very good communicator. Um, I feel like that's something that they may do that regarding their career, is communicate a lot or talk to other people a lot. They may have to, network with a lot of people, or build relationships with a lot of different people regarding their career. So person A is a very, very, very good communicator, and I feel like that's something that person B really, really appreciates. Is just how really good of a communicator they are. Lots of passion here. You got the Knave of Wands and the Ace of Wands here. And the one energy is definitely that fire energy. And I was saying that about person A. They feel very fiery, very Leo, Sagittarius type of vibes. Um, so I feel like person B's favorite thing about um, another favorite thing about person A that person B really likes is their I'm really drawn because it almost looks like the same guy right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the way he's just like looking at her, he's just wrapped up in the moment. So I feel like person B's favorite thing about person A is that, even though person A may like to work a lot, or they may have a lot of different responsibilities, person A knows when to take a step back and to put some energy into their partner, into you. Um, so I feel like that's another thing that person B really loves about person A, is just how willing they are. Again, more willingness to take a step back from work, take a step back from their responsibilities, take a step back from all these different things, and put some time and energy into them. And I feel like one specific thing about person A is that they don't need to be told. That's the thing that, again, we were talking about at the beginning, and how strong your connection and bond is. Person A doesn't need to be told anything. They're in it. They're in it to win it. So again, they don't need to be told to show you some love, to give you some attention, or to give person B some attention. They don't need to be told this. They just know this. They can feel this. So I feel like that's how strong of a connection you both have. They don't need to be told anything. They just know. They just they just feel it. Um, and I really like this connection between the both of you, because I feel like this is what the both of you really deserve. This is a connection that the both of you have really been longing for and waiting for in your life. Whether you're, with this person already or not, it's definitely something that's going to be worth waiting for, because you both are going to have a lot of, things that you really love and enjoy about one another. So I definitely like how I really like how you both complement each other as well. It just feels like a nice compliment to one another. I think, yeah, that's I feel like that's all the messages that I'm picking up for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, group number one, check out the description box below and follow the link tree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there, or you can head over to my website at rebootofthesoul.com. But yeah, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out. What is up, group number 2? For those of you who are drawn to this card here, this is going to be your reading on your favorite things or your favorite traits and characteristics about both you and your future spouse. Your favorite things about one another. So we're going to start off with this card here, then we'll move on to some more oracle cards, and then we'll finish off with some tarot. So, Spirit, let's tap into this energy. So you have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So one message that I'm picking up for the singles out here, if you haven't met your person yet, don't give up. This is something I feel like it's going to happen quite soon for you, and soon is going to be different for everybody. I don't give timings in my readings because time isn't linear, so you can't really predict time because it's a lot that goes into things like that. Somebody's predicting time for you is it's going to be a little bit bullshit. So, I'm definitely feeling like this is definitely happening soon for you if you haven't met this person yet already. And soon could be a year, 2 years, 3 years. Soon in our human time is going to be different from, the spirit world. So, but regardless of all that, I feel like this is definitely something that's happening very, very soon. I feel like you've been doing a lot of inner work, group number 2, a lot of shadow work, a lot of work on yourself. Definitely practicing self-love, doing you, marching to the beat of your own drum. You're just living life right now, and I feel like that's the energy that you're meant to be in. And if you're not in that energy right now, to manifest this, much faster, definitely get on that. Do some inner work on yourself. But if you have been doing that work, this is definitely a treat. The universe just said this is a treat. So this is definitely a connection. I feel like it's something that's going to be worth waiting for. No matter how long you have to wait for this connection, group number 2, this is something that's worth waiting for. So don't give up hope. Like it says here, trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So trust your heart, trust your intuition, and continue to follow life, to live life. You don't need somebody else. You should already be complete and whole by the time this person comes in. So that way they're not something that fills a hole in your life, but yet your future spouses should be an addition to your life. So I feel like that's definitely something that's going to be manifesting for you quite soon. But I really love this connection I'm picking up. A very, very close bond. I feel like one of your favorite things about this connection as a whole is just the bond itself. It just feels like that type of like marrying my best friend type of thing. So some of you may start up this connection as a friendship first, or for a few of you, this could be somebody like a friend that's already in your life that you may not be looking at them in that type of way. That isn't for everybody. That was very specific for like 2 or 3 of you. But definitely this feels like this is my best friend. Like feels like one of those connections to where like later on in life, when you reach old age and it's like one partner passes or transitions, and then like a few days later or a few weeks or months later, the other partner passes as well due to like a broken heart. So this is definitely like the connection I'm kind of picking up on. It just feels very close knitted. So We're looking into your favorite things about one another. So I'm going to do a person A and a person B. So you choose which one feels that you resonate, that feels like it resonates with you. And then the other person can be your future spouse, or maybe both sides resonate with you, and that's just that. Oops. So what is person A's favorite things about person B? Person A's favorite things about person B. Hold on, you had something fall. Person A's favorite things about person B. Okay. Oh. Hmm. And what about person B's favorite things about person A? Okay. Oh wow. Interesting. Interesting. That's so funny that you both got child. Now if Queen pops out for person B, I'm gonna be shook. Can I get one more spirit? One more? For person B's favorite things about person A? You got Prince, LOL. That's so hilarious. I'm picking up same sex connections for some of you. Um, this could be somebody of the same sex. Again, if that doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. People be bent out of shape because I said something that didn't resonate with them and they leave a nasty comment. If it doesn't resonate with you, then don't take it. That means it wasn't for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else to pick up. Okay. So we have child divine. So it says innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine. Then you have king, so enlightened, benevolent leadership, um, benefiting those in your charge. So person A's favorite thing about person B is person B's perception of the world. Person B has a very unique way of viewing the world or viewing life. They may be somebody who's very connected with spirituality, or they may have, different spiritual practices or beliefs outside of like the mainstream, like religions and things like that. They may have their own unique way of viewing the world and viewing just life in general, versus how some people believe, especially in like different religions, either you die and you go to heaven and hell, or, life is about temptation and all this shit that other like religions like to talk about. But person B doesn't think that way. Person B has a very open mind, a very open heart. There's somebody who views the world through the lens of a child. There's somebody who has done a lot of inner child healing. For some of you, I feel like person B hasn't even had to really go through any like inner child healing, because I feel like they have always, viewed the world through the lens of a child, and not in a childish way, but more so in a way of viewing the world as, how adults nowadays kind of view the world as like some big nasty place. But person B doesn't view the world that way. Person B views the world um, um, views the world as having many opportunities. Person B loves to be able to views the world in a way that, you go through experiences, you learn and you grow, and that's life. You can't really control it. You can only go with the flow of life. Person A's favorite thing about person B is how well person B just goes with the flow of life. There's somebody who they may seem like they come off as like living effortlessly, um, and people may mistake person B as just being careless or carefree, But that's not the case with person B. Person B just has learned that, you can't take life too serious. You can only live life the way that you feel led to live it. And that's, you can only control what's in your grasp and not control, other outcomes or circumstances. Life is going to be life, and you can only go with the flow, or you can either, go with the flow of the current. You can flow, in the middle of the stream, or you can, fight the current and try to float back upstream, which you're going to have a hard time doing that. So I feel like person A really admires and really loves how well person B just flows with life. And that really teaches person A a lot as well, to go with the flow of life as well. Um, they also really love with this king card. Person B has this leadership energy to them as well. So person B could be in like some type of leadership role or position, or they could be destined to be in some type of leadership role or position. Later on, that happens later on in the connection. If not, by the time you both meet. So person B feels like they they feel like the manager that I would love to have. Like if they're like a manager or like a supervisor or something like that, there's somebody who's very understanding. They're very empathetic. Person A's another favorite thing about person B that person A really loves is how empathetic they are, and how kind and open hearted and generous they are. They're not somebody who's selfish. They're not somebody who's stingy. They're not somebody who, is an asshole or acts like a dick towards everybody. There's somebody who treats people the way that they would want to be treated as well. So person A really admires person B's morals and values and standards. I feel like the both of you have very similar values and morals. Um, Even though I'm picking up that both of you have had different upbringings, you both come from different cultures, different backgrounds. You may have come from a different country as well. There's differences outside, but on the inside, you both are very like equally yoked. So you both have child, and you both have, you got a king and a prince, so they're court cards. So you both have very similar values and ethics. So I feel like this one thing that you both admire about one another um, is how much you both believe, or what you both believe. So I feel like having kids and things like that wouldn't be an issue. Like how some people who come from different backgrounds, one struggle or obstacle that they may have is, how we want to raise our kid. Do we want to raise them through your religion or my religion? Do we want to raise them through, this way or that way, gentle parenting or rough, tough love? I feel like that's something that other parents may deal with. But I feel like if you both want kids, which I really see that here, I'm not gonna lie to you, group number two. I definitely see kids for this connection. If you don't want kids, then that's not for you. Or it could just be pet. You getting being a pet parents with one another. It doesn't necessarily have to be human kids. Or even foster care. Some of you may decide to be foster parents or adopt later on in life. Um, but definitely, I see children in children in your future with your future spouse. Um, but definitely, you both are very like equally yoked with one another. So, person B's favorite things about person A. So it says you have child wounded, so awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Person, I feel like person A may have a very, they may work in a very noble field. They may work with children. They may work with like, um, either children. They could work in like a school setting, like principal, teacher, counselor, social worker. They could also be. Sorry if y'all hear the um, lawn mowing people outside. But person A could work in like a something very noble. It's where they're helping others or they're of service to other people. It could be a doctor, nurse. They can work in customer service. They could work in I don't know. Um, they can work with like domestic violence victims. They can work in like the nonprofit sector. But I feel like whatever they do, they're of service to other people, and I feel like that's something that person B really admires about person A, because person A feels very passionate about what they do. Person A, I feel like person B really admires person A's passion about life and passion about what they do and what they're doing it for. There's somebody who's not in a job because they're just wanting the money, or they're just in it because their parents wanted them to do it or whatever. They're in this because this is what they love to do. This is what their heart is connected to. So I feel like person B just really adores person A's, you know, um, love of other people and love of helping others as well. You have Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. So person B really loves how romantic person A is. Person A is quite the romantic here. They could be a hopeless romantic. They could be somebody. I'm seeing flowers here. So person A may love to give person B flowers. They may like to buy. Their love language could be like gift giving or acts of service. They like to do things for other people. Their person B's favorite thing about person A is that person A isn't about the talk. Person A may be somebody who doesn't really like talk a lot. Um, there's somebody who expresses themselves through their actions. So they're less about talking. They don't talk the talk. They walk the talk. There's somebody who they're not going to tell you that they're going to do something. They're going to show you that they're going to do something. So that's definitely something that person B really really loves about person A. Um, yeah, I feel like person A as well is somebody who, when it comes to your connection, there's somebody who loves to show their appreciation. They like to make sure that how they're feeling. Again, they do that through their actions. They use words as well. They're definitely going to say I love you a lot. Um, but they're definitely all about that action. They may like person A may like to cuddle a lot. They may Another form of their love language could be physical touch. Um, Sorry, I got a little distracted. Look like it's fading a little bit. I think it's because of the sunlight. But anyway, um, in case y'all couldn't tell, I have ADHD. So when I go on my little tangents, just you can skip ahead if you want. But a lot of people find value in my little tangents that I go through. But person, um, person A, I feel like one of their love languages is physical touch. So they may like to cuddle. They may like to, you know, I'm seeing somebody like their arms around their shoulders. Somebody show. Oh, like in this picture here, how this person, I don't know if y'all can see, but this looks like an adult here, and they have like their arms around. There's a kid here, and there's a child here as well. So they like physical touch in that manner, like um, maybe putting their arms around your waist or holding your waist, or um, um, they might like to hug a lot, or I feel like person A is somebody who doesn't shy away from PDA, public display of affection. So there's somebody who definitely they're they're in the connection, they're in this relationship, and they're not afraid to show it. There's somebody who wants to make sure that other people know that you both are taken, not in a jealous or envious way or anything like that. They can be a little bit overprotective, not gonna lie to you, but this is more so in a this is my person, so don't fuck with my person. So person B also really appreciates how protective person A is. So we're gonna get some tarot cards here. This is the Sex Tarot deck. Not sure if I need to put an 18 plus or not, because some of the images are here are a little 18 plus. So, what is person A's favorite things about person B? Person A's favorite things about person B. Can I get one more? Thank you. What about person B's favorite things about person A? I get two more. Okay. Ooh, so we got the two of wands here at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I just heard somebody's a freak. Somebody is a freak. Somebody again with the I was just talking about like the public display of affection, and if you can see on the card here, it looks like they're sitting at like a pub or like a restaurant or something. But she has her feet like teasing him a little bit. If y'all can see in the card here, so um, somebody may like to tease the other person in public, or they may like to get the other person aroused in public or something like that, or maybe not even just in public. If that's not your blow, then somebody this could just be at home or in the in the comfort of your own home or something like that. But somebody's a freak. Somebody likes to yeah, somebody likes to touch. Somebody loves to touch. Um, Somebody is a good cook here as well. I'm seeing the food on the table. Somebody's a good cook. Um, so that could even be something that you both bond over. You may like to cook with one another. That could be like an opportunity of bonding. Um, Food could be a form of love language as well. They may like to cook you food, or you may like to cook them food. Um, Again, and that could be them for you as well. Like I was saying about person A with their actions. They're all about their actions, and you could be person A as well. Um, but person A, they may like to cook to show their appreciation for their partner, um, whatever that may look like for them. So you have Knave of Swords, you have Temperance, and then you have what is this? The Emperor. I'm gonna turn this up right though. Yeah, you got the Emperor here. Somebody's a freak. Somebody is a freak. And this is a sex tarot, so all of these cards look a little bit freaky anyway. But somebody is a freak. Somebody likes to eat food. I was just about to say this. I didn't even look at this card yet, y'all. You know how she has food all over her body and he looked like he's about to eat it all? I was literally just about to say this, that somebody likes to eat food or something, like eat food off of the other person's body. Um, so I feel like the one of your favorite things with one another is your exploration sexually. I feel like there's going to be a lot of exploring one another on a sexual level. Um, a lot of trying different things, trying new things, things that you may have never tried before in other relationships or connections. One person could be a little bit more experienced than the other, but I feel like when you're both in this energy, you can't tell who's experienced or who's not experienced, because that's how well this chemistry and this passion is for one another. So there's going to be a lot of exploring in this connection, a lot of exploring, just different things. Some of you may want to do like a third party in the room, or you may decide to try different positions in bed, or You may decide, we have sex in the bedroom a lot. Let's try the living room, or let's try the kitchen or the bathroom. Let's maybe try the backyard, or let's go fuck in the car. It's something like that, to where you both are like really exploring one another on a sexual level here. So that's definitely one of your favorite things about one another, is your exploration on it, like sexually here. So, um, person A's favorite things about person B, you have the Knave of Swords. Person B is very good at expressing themselves. They're good at setting healthy boundaries and expressing how they're feeling. And I feel like that's something that person B really appreciates. Is Yeah, person B really appreciates that. I'm sorry, person A really appreciates that about person B, because I feel like person A feels a little bit older and mature, which is probably why you got the king on this side and the prince on this side. So somebody's older in this connection. Somebody's older. Somebody's more experienced, more mature. Um, so I definitely feel like um, person A, may assume that person B may not know how to communicate very well or effectively, because they're younger than them. But I feel like that's something that person B kind of shows differently, by how well they do communicate with their partner or with person A. So there's definitely very good communication in this connection, with this Knave of Swords and this Emperor here. Very good communication here. So another thing that person A loves about person B with this Temperance card is how balanced person B is. Person B has gone through a lot of inner work, a lot of different, changes and transformations to get them to where they are today. So person B is somebody who has a very good balance of their energy. There's somebody who's an alchemist as well with this temperance card here. Person B takes on a lot. They can take a lot. The universe throws a lot at person B, and the person B just takes it like a champ and keeps it moving. So with this temperance card here, I feel like the reason why person B is so good at being able to take on a lot, especially emotionally and mentally, is because they're alchemists. They take that energy. It comes to them as negative energy. They alchemize it into an energy. Whether they know they do this or not, they alchemize it into energy that really benefits them, or that really benefits them, and they use it, in a way that benefits them. So it's like person B is an alchemist. There's somebody who are able to take an energy and transform it into another type of energy here. So person A really appreciates that about person B, because that's um, I feel like that's something that really benefits this connection. Yeah, that's definitely something that really benefits this connection. Person Again, you got the emperor here. So person B could be in some type of leadership role or leadership position. They could be over a group of people. For some of you, person B could be like self-employed. They could have their own business. They could have, whatever it is, their own set of employees. They could be a manager, supervisor, whatever, but yeah, person A really likes that about person B, just how independent person B comes off, um, and how just there's just something so balanced about this connection. I can't put my finger on it. It could even be like a balance of masculine and feminine energies as well. That definitely comes in handy for leaderships, for people in leadership roles. Um, having that balance between organization and um, that sort of like fatherly type of energy, and then having that, balance between that and that feminine energy, which is like um, creativity and nurturing and um, things of that sort. So I feel like there's definitely person A really loves how balanced person B is. So person B's favorite things about person A is so you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and then the Star. So the Ten of Pentacles here is um, for me feels like a very for your reading, it feels very stable. So I feel like person B's favorite thing about person A is just how person A feels very masculine. I'm picking that up. Person A feels very masculine. They feel they feel like they got their shit together. Yeah, person A feels a lot more mature, a lot older. I feel like they have, already, settled down in life. They have a stable job and career. They have stable finances. They're ready to support a family. They're ready for a family. So this person B's favorite thing about person A is how much of a family person that they are. I was gonna say family man, but yeah, person A feels like a family person. They feel like somebody. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the lawn people out there. I hope they move. Okay, I was trying to wait until they kind of moved a little bit. But person B's favorite thing about person A is how stable they are and how ready they are. They're ready for this connection. They're ready for this union with the other person, with person B. So it's like there's not much that needs to be, what's the word, like there's not really much that needs to be like taken care of, like when you do come into union with one another, because I feel like on both ends there's you both are going to be very stable in your life and very independent in your life. You're already going to have things going on for the both of you. So I feel like person B's favorite thing about person A is is pretty similar to group number one. You know, you got relationships where, they're wanting like 50-50 with their partner. But with this connection, it's more so of like 100% and 100%. You're not looking for 50-50. You're looking for 100%. Somebody who's already stable, somebody who's already whole, somebody who already has, things going on for them in their life. And not to say that you're not willing to grow with somebody and, be there along with somebody, but it feels like something that um, it feels like you or person B would prefer their partner to already have their shit in line. Person B comes off as somebody who's very much not interested in any type of bullshit. They're not interested in that. They're not interested in playing games. They're not interested in, any of that, childish shit. They're ready for a connection. When you're wanting a relationship, you're wanting a relationship. You're not wanting a game to play. You're not wanting a child. You're wanting an adult, a human being that is ready and willing to put in the work and effort to make this relationship, last and be successful and healthy. That's a big thing as well. Person B really appreciate person A's willingness to make this a healthy relationship and to work through and talk through anything that needs to be talked through. Again, person B is very big on communication, and I feel like person A is as well. Um, Now, person A may not talk too much. That they're not shy at all. They may be a little bit quiet, but they're not shy. I'm getting Pisces type of energy from this person. But again, they're not shy. They're quiet. They may not like to talk a lot, but their actions speak for that. So person A's, I mean, person B really loves that about person A. Um, Anything else, Spirit? Favorite things about one another? You both have a lot of with this star card. You both have a lot of similar interests and hobbies. I wouldn't be surprised if you both meet while doing one of those things. You know, for instance, if you like to, what's an example? If you like to go roller skating or rollerblading, you may meet this person while rollerblading or roller skating somewhere. Um, you know, it just so happen that you're both there at the same time. But I definitely feel, you know, you guys may meet each other doing something that you both love. Um, with the star card here as well, you both may meet while maybe online somewhere. So it could be like a platform, like a um, similar like platform or like group or like a Facebook group or Facebook page or something like that. But there's definitely a lot of similarities between the both of you. I feel like one thing that you both really like about each other is how, you know, just how much you both have in common. This isn't one of those like opposites attract type of things. It feels like you both have a lot of similarities, similar interests in life, very similar interests in life. But group number two, these are all the messages that I'm seeing for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, check out my website at rebootofthesoul.com or check out the description box below and you can follow the link tree link to my Etsy page and you can purchase your reading there. For group number two, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace. What is up, group number three? Last but not least, this is going to be your reading today. If you were drawn to this card here, this is going to be your reading today on you and your future spouse, you and your favorite things, traits, characteristics about one another. So we're going to start off with this card here, then we'll move on to some more oracle cards and then some tarot, and we will wrap that up. So let's go ahead and hop into the reading. So this card here says only time will tell. So what I'm picking up, I just heard patience. So I feel like overall in this connection, this relationship, your favorite things, or more so what you admire about one another, is your patience. Um, Especially when it comes to this relationship and this connection, you're both willing to take your time to build on this connection. You're not wanting to rush it. You're not wanting to go faster than what you're meant to. Even though the chemistry and the passion is absolutely going to be there, it's going to be off the charts. But you both know, like intuitively and subconsciously, that we can't rush this. We have to take our time. We have to do things right, you know. And I feel like for somebody in this connection, whether it's you or your future spouse, you may have had connections in the past that didn't work out because you rushed, because things were rushed or things progressed faster than what they should have. So I feel like this is something that you both like intuitively know that, hey, we don't need to rush this. We need to take our time with this. We have to do this thing. If we're gonna do this, we got to do it right. Um, I'm picking up on the energy that somebody in this connection also is. They're not about like doing things halfway. They're either 100% in it or they're not. Um, so I feel like in this connection, there's a lot of patience. There's a lot of willingness. There's a lot of willing to take your time and go slow. You know, maybe even some of you starting off as friends or just dating for a long time before you actually make that that leap of commitment with one another. So there's a lot of just really getting to know one another, taking your time with this connection, and that's something that you both really appreciate within this connection, and appreciate about one another for being willing to do so as well. So I feel like this is a connection that this is gonna last a long time. I mean, this is your future spouse, so this is I feel like this is something that's gonna last a lifetime. You spend many lifetimes with one another as well already, um, and you may have had lifetimes where things didn't work out because you both kind of rushed things. Um, but I feel like with this connection here in this lifetime, you're not rushing things. You're taking your time. If you haven't met this person yet, if you're still single, bless me. If you haven't met this person yet, this is a new person. This is somebody who you've never met before. This isn't an ex. This isn't somebody from your past in this lifetime. This was such a bad shuffle, but this is somebody who's very new. Somebody you've never met before. You never seen them, never heard of them. Completely new. Okay. So let's go ahead and hop into the reading. So I'm going to do the way I've done the other groups is I'm going to do a person A, then a person B. You can decide which one you feel that you are. Um, but yeah, person A and person B. Some of you may even, because I'm picking up, like, I'm seeing a mirror. So many of you mirror your future spouse. There's a lot of mirroring in this connection. You both um, really mirror each other in a lot of ways that bring up things that you may have to work through and heal from. There's a lot of healing in this connection. I was noticing the butterflies on the picture here. There's a lot of healing and metamorphosis in this connection. So this isn't going to be like a hard relationship or connection, but this relationship is going to require metamorphosis. It's going to require change and um, being open to change and being open to new things. Some of you may have to relocate for this connection. But there's a lot of changes in this connection, more so towards the beginning of the relationship. Um, but I am definitely seeing a lot of mirroring energy. You both mirror each other in a lot of different ways. And I feel like that's going to bring up a lot of things that you're both needing to heal and work through. So there's going to be a lot of healing in this connection. You've done a lot of healing on your own in very important areas, but there are other things that need to be healed because healing is a lifelong journey. You don't really start healing. You healing is something that's just kind of thrust upon you in a way. So there's going to be a lot of healing in this connection. Um, it doesn't feel like this isn't like deep healing because I feel like you've already done very deep healing on your own. This feels more so of like healing other things, maybe like insecurities that you may have, or um, um, maybe like childhood things, which could be deep, but not that deep, if that makes sense. So for person A, what are their favorite things about person B? What is person A's favorite things about person B? Person A's favorite things about person B. Somebody's very physically attractive. Person A really loves how attractive person B is. They really love how person B, like the energy that person B gives off, is just something very alluring to them. Something very alluring. So let's see. You have rescuer, and then you have child orphan. the child cards, there's like, I think there's four of them. I think all of them have showed up in the readings today, which is very interesting to me. And then what is person B's favorite things about person A? To get one more. Person B's favorite things about person A. Okay. So I actually want to start with person B because I am picking up some messages already for person B. So person B's favorite things about person A. Um, person B really, I feel like person A here. There's somebody who is very selective over the people who they let into their life. Person A is very, yeah, they're very selective. They have friends, but it's like the friends that they have are like friends. They're like best friends, and they don't even consider them friends. They consider them family. So I feel like that's something that person B really adores about person A is their connection with other people in their life. It's nothing to be jealous or envious about it at all. It's just that person A, they are very, very just very cautious over their energy and very cautious with this hermit energy. They're very cautious over who they allow into their circle, who they allow into their safe space, who they allow into their energy. Because I feel like your person A spends a lot of time kind of like in solitude almost. They don't feel like the type of person that's very extroverted or um, they may like to party or anything like that. They seem like somebody who prefers to chill and sit back. They may prefer kickbacks over a whole party. They may prefer, on date night instead of going out somewhere. They may prefer to, let's just order us some pizza or let's order us some dinner, and let's just sit down and let's make us, because I am seeing this child energy here. Let's make us a little pallet on the floor and let's lay down and watch us a movie or something while we eat or watch YouTube videos or something. So like person B really appreciates that about person A because again, you both mirror each other. So you may, as I'm kind of talking about each person, you may find yourself in each person here. Um, and I feel like that's how you mirror each other. There's just so much that you just mirror each other over. It's just a lot. And so, um, yeah, person A feels like they're very like introverted. They prefer, yeah, they feel a lot more introverted than person B does. So they prefer, to chill. They prefer to be cautious over their energy. They're not somebody who gives out to everybody. They're not somebody who lets just anybody inside their circle. They're somebody who is they're just very cautious over their energy because in the past person A has dealt with a lot of betrayal. They've dealt with a lot of bullshit. They've dealt with a lot of people who say one thing but their actions say another thing. So again, they've cleaned house. They've released and let go of those who no longer serve them, and those who are left are considered family because that's how close they look at them. Um, person A is also somebody who doesn't mind taking risk. Person A is somebody who trusts their intuition. They really trust the universe. They could be like very spiritual or they could be religious. They have a very close connection and bond with a higher power. I'm picking up here. So person A feels. I feel like they really trust the universe. They trust whatever higher power that they work with, and they're willing to take risk and leaps of faith that they feel led to do so. Um, I'm even picking up that that's how, part of their journey to you is that they may have, or a person, I keep on saying you and them. The person, um, A, that's part of their journey towards person B is learning to trust their intuition. And I feel like their intuition is going to lead them towards person B. Whether it's them listening to their intuition about moving somewhere or traveling somewhere, whatever that may be for them, I feel like trusting their intuition is going to play a huge role in how you both come together. Both of you, trusting your intuition is going to play a huge role in how you come together with one another or how you come to union with one another. It's really going to require you to listen to your intuition and trust yourself. Trust yourself, group number three. Trust yourself. That's a big message coming through for you. But that's definitely something that that person number B, that person B loves about person A is that they trust their intuition, they trust themselves, they live life, they go with the flow of life, um, and they don't. This doesn't feel like a reckless energy. They're not reckless, They're just willing to do whatever it takes to succeed and to do and to get their desired outcome, and if that includes taking a risk or a leap of faith, they're going to do that. They're willing to gamble with life. So person A's favorite thing about person B, so you have rescuer, which says provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So person A's favorite things about person B is how selfless person B is. Person B is somebody who has a very open heart. They have a very this willingness to serve and help others. So person B may work in like the like a helping profession of some sort. Social work, teacher, doctor, nurse, something to where they're of service to other people. It could be hairdresser, it could be customer service somewhere, whatever that may be. Because there's no right or wrong. I just feel like they're of service to other people, and they love doing that. Spirit had me say it just like that. They love doing what they do. They love helping other people. They love being there for other people. For some of you, um, person B may help a certain community of people um, that they also used to be a part of. So let's say person B was an orphan. So person B may decide to work with orphans or work with like the child welfare system or something like that. So they may help people, or they may work with people that, you know, with a community that used to affect them in the past as well. Or it could be, I'm even picking up like, what is it? Like alcoholism. So, maybe they used to struggle with alcohol or drugs in the past, and, that maybe now they work as, what are those people, like a group leader or something, or like the AA meetings where, they have a leader who kind of facilitates the group. I feel like they have a specific name for that role, but I don't remember. But regardless of that, they love to be of service to other people because they understand where what it feels like to be in other people's shoes. So person A really loves how empathetic person B is, and how much of an open heart they have. So again, if some of you may be, I'm saying these messages and you may find yourself on both ends. And again, it's that mirroring energy. You both are going to love talking with one another. You and your future spouse are going to have such an open channel of communication with one another. You're definitely going to be able to talk and communicate and tell each other anything. It doesn't matter how, you may have made a mistake, it's of something. You're not going to be afraid to speak up and tell your partner about it, because that's how open-minded, each other are, because that's just who you are. You're just very open-minded people. So I definitely feel like with this group here, or I'm sorry, um, with person B, person A really adores and loves just how how similar you are, how you're equally yoked. So like a like an egg. An egg had you can have brown eggs, you can have white eggs, you can have large eggs, you can have jumbo eggs, you can have small eggs. Like there's a lot of different varieties of it. But you can have quail eggs, duck eggs, whatever. But at the core, it's you have a yolk. That's that yellow yolk in the middle. They all pretty much look the same. Um, so it's like, no matter what you both look like on the outside, you both have very similar, a lot of similarities at the core of your connection. So I feel like that's definitely something that you both really appreciate with one another. It's just how similar you both are. So you have child orphan. So it says independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. So person A loves how fearless person B is. Person B is somebody who's going to go after their goals. They're going to achieve their goals. Even if they fail at something, they're going to pick themselves up and go back at it. Or they're, going to be like, okay, well, this didn't work out for me. So let me try something different. Let me do something differently. Or let me rework this. Let me tweak this a little bit. So person A loves how consistent and how persistent person B is, because person B doesn't give up. Person B is not going to let up. And again, like even if something fails or doesn't work out for them, they're either going to try it again, or they may um, figure out a different way of achieving that goal. They have this goal in mind. They're going to achieve this goal no matter what. They may do it one way or they may do it a different way, but they're going to achieve this goal. So person A just loves and adores how persistent person B is. They're very person B feels very confident. They feel very just feels very much into their energy and what they have planned for their life, and they're not going to let anything or anybody stop them from achieving that. So person A loves person B's just willingness to live life and to achieve whatever goals that they set out for themselves. They don't give up easily. Yeah, they definitely do not give up easily. So, Spirit, what is person A's favorite things about person B? I'm gonna get some tarot cards here. Person A's favorite things about person B. This is one, two. Can I get one more? Oh, thank you. So, what about person B's favorite things about person A? Yeah, and again, you may find yourself on both ends. Um, yeah, definitely more so than the other groups, because you have this very like mirroring energy with one another. So you both have a lot of similarities, things like that. I get one more. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, you have Knight of Chalices, which is the Knight of Cups. So this is going to be a very romantic connection here. Knight of Cups, when it comes to like love readings, I always get like dates. So there's going to be a lot of date nights. You both are going to definitely take your time dating one another and really getting to know one another. The courting stage of your connection is going to be a very, very vital and important time in your relationship to kind of set that foundation. So there's going to be a lot of date nights. You guys are going to definitely want to hang out with one another a lot. If this is like a long distance connection, you may have. I feel like you're both going to be very creative over how you both go on dates. If you can't necessarily travel to one another, you may set up a date night. They have these websites to where you can watch movies at the same time with one another. You guys may decide to watch a movie online or through like FaceTime. You guys are definitely going to FaceTime a lot, or video chat, text, and call a lot. Or date night could also, look like um, you both going to a restaurant wherever you are and maybe holding the camera or a laptop there, and it's almost like you both there. But I feel like you both will be very creative with that. And that's for the people with like dealing with like long distance connection here. And for others of you, if you are in close, proximity with one another, you're definitely going to go out with one another a lot. You're definitely going to be with each other a lot and really getting to know one another in person, and going out, trying different places out. I'm seeing you like trying different cuisines. So maybe, a date night could be, hey, I've never had Indian food before. Why don't we go try out this Indian place? Or, things like that. Or I've never gone, rollerblading or roller skating. So why don't we try that for date night tonight? It just feels like a lot of creativity being put into um, getting to know one another and dating one another. I feel like that's definitely, another favorite thing about one another is your um, both of your willingness to take your time and get to know one another and do whatever it takes to make each other happy. Um, how long have I been talking? Okay, okay. Um, so you have the lovers, and then you have the four of swords, and then the high priestess. For this side, then the other side, you got the queen of pentacles, the five of wands, and the queen of wands. So person A's favorite thing about person B is that person. I feel like person B with this lovers card here. Um, I'm getting decision. So person B is somebody who's very decisive. They're not somebody who's indecisive. They're not somebody who struggles making decisions. Um, I feel like person B is somebody who's very sure. They're very confident. They know what they want. They're going to go after what they want. They're not afraid to go after what they want as well. So I feel like this definitely speaking to person B here. They just Person B just feels like a very no bullshit type of person. They definitely don't take any type of bullshit. They know what they want. They're gonna go after what they want. Anything outside of what they want, they're definitely not going to pay any attention to it. So I really like how person B they person B feels very sorry I kind of stopped like that. I was hearing some shaking and I thought it was an earthquake for a second. But person B feels very. I'm trying to think of a zodiac sign for them, like watery in a way. They feel very like scorpionic or like Pisces. I'm even picking up like Virgo, Taurus. Yeah, Virgo, Taurus, and Leo. Maybe a little less on the Leo, but definitely picking up Earth and water for person number B. But I feel like person A's favorite thing about person B with this Four of Swords here is person B is definitely all about self care. Taking care of themselves, doing what they need to do to not stress themselves out, to not go overboard on things. Their person B feels like somebody who doesn't like to overstress. They don't like to overdo things, so they're definitely going to take their time. Person B is somebody who's very patient. They're very diligent. They're very careful as well. They're not somebody who's going to rush things. Again, they like to they they like to kind of um, think things through, not overthink it. Especially with this high priestess here, they don't overthink it, but they're going to strategize on certain things. They're going to think through certain things. They're not just going to you know be reckless and impulsive about stuff. They're not that type of person. They're definitely going to think about it. And I feel like that's something that person A really appreciates about person B. Another thing about person B is that, yeah, another thing about person B is with this high priestess here, there's somebody who's very has a very close connection with spirit, with source, or whatever higher power. They're very yeah, they're very I'm picking up psychic. So they could be very like psychically inclined, very intuitively gifted. Yeah, they feel like there's some I feel like person B is somebody who's very just has a very close connection with source, very close connection with spirit. And I feel like there is somebody who um they could be clear, what is it, clear cognizant, where they have like this inner knowing, just a knowing of things. And I feel like one really big thing about person B that person A really loves is that person A may like to come to person B for advice about certain things. And I feel like person B, has all the answers. Again, they're very psychically inclined, or very spiritually gifted. I feel like they kind of have all the answers. Person B could even be that type of person where they're that friend in the friend group that everybody comes to for advice. But I feel like person B offers very valuable advice and guidance on certain things. If you're at a crossroads with the lovers card here, if you're at a crossroads with something, person B offers you very good advice and guidance, not telling you what to do, but they will definitely say, hey, if you go this route, then this may happen. If you go this route, then this may happen. But they give you options so that way you choose the route that resonates with you the best, which is kind of, how I view like tarot. I'm not going to tell you what to do. If you're asking about somebody, I'll give you different options or different scenarios on how things could go, but I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what, I just can't tell you what to do. So this pretty similar to person B. There's somebody who, they're not going to tell you what to do, but they may offer you very good guidance and advice to help you think or help you make a better decision. So person B's favorite things about person A, you got the Queen of Pentacles here. So person A, I feel like is somebody who definitely takes care of themselves. There's somebody who, um, yeah, person A definitely takes care of themselves. There's somebody who, um, because Queen of Pentacles for me is very like Empress energy, which is like that divine feminine type of, nurturing type of energy. So I feel like person um oh my gosh, I got the groups mixed up. I feel like person um A is or person B really loves how person A um um puts themselves first. They're all about self love, self care. They're definitely about, I need to put myself first in the situation, so that way, I'm taken care of. It's not like a selfish way, or it's not not selfish, but a self centered way. It's not a self centered way. It's more so of a, like I said, self love. They're very invested in themselves. That's something that they've had to really learn. Um, that's a really big lesson that they've really had to overcome is learning to love themselves no matter what, learning to accept themselves no matter what. Person A could have even been somebody who used to really hate looking at themselves in the mirror, but it's like as they've grown spiritually and practice more self-love and self-care, they've learned to really love and accept themselves for who they are, exactly who they are. um, so it's like they don't need acceptance from anybody else. As long as they accept themselves, anybody else's opinions and beliefs ain't got shit to do with them. So so that's definitely something that person B really adores about person A, because that's definitely something to admire. And I feel like that could be something that person A teaches person B is how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, self love, self care, putting yourself first, and what that may look like for you. So there's a lot of teaching in this connection as well. I feel like you both are going to teach each other a lot. You've mastered. I feel like you've mastered some things, and you'll be able to teach them something, and they've mastered things, and they'll be able to teach you some things as well. Um, so then you have the Five of Wands here. So I just got competitiveness. I don't know why, but I feel like person B loves how competitive person A may be, or how um what is the word? It's not necessarily competitive, but they don't give up. What is it? Perseverance. There you go. They love how much person A perseveres. No matter what's thrown at them, no matter what they go through, they persevere. They take it like a champ, and they learn from it, and they move on. And that's the biggest key right there, is that they learn from it. They learn from their experiences. They learn from their mistakes. They learn from things. They don't just go through things and then just go on with life as if nothing happened. They learn from it and apply it to later on in life. So person B really loves how person A, has learned a lot of things in life, has, gone through a lot of things in life and learned, and they're able to, use that as a tool to, maybe even help other people. Again, they have this rescuer here. So, they may be able to help other people, or offer, some type of advice or guidance for other people as well. But yeah, with this Five of Wands, person B loves person A's perseverance, and they don't give up easily. Not at all. They do not give up easily. You have the Queen of Wands, so you have two queens here. So this is definitely somebody. Person A really, yeah, person A is definitely somebody um, who really just do them. They're they're somebody they don't judge other people. They don't make other people feel shame or guilty for living their life a certain way, or liking certain things or being interested in certain things. Person A is somebody who they live their life, and as long as you're not hurting or harming anybody else or yourself, they don't give a shit what you do. Um, so yeah, person A, I really like their energy. They feel very they just feel very chill. They're just very chill. They do them. They're not trying to be like other people. They're a queen. They're not trying to be like other people. They're not trying to compare themselves to other people. They're doing them, and that's all they can do. And I feel like that's something that person B really admires about person A here as well. And Queen of Wands, another thing that person B admires about person A is how they set boundaries, they set healthy boundaries, and they stick by them. They maintain those boundaries. And person B really respects that about person A. Anything else, Spirit, here? Anything else? I don't think so. I feel like this is it. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit drained. So Spirit wants me to take a step back now. So I think these are all the messages that I'm seeing for you, group number 3. So let me know how this reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. And if you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, you can head over to my website at rebootofthesoul.com. Or you can check out the Linktree link in my description box below and follow the Linktree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. But yeah, group number 3, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out.